BINI is undeniably one of the country's hottest acts right now. But behind every hit, there's a team that brings the sound of the nation's girl group to life.
And one of these hit makers is with us right now. Let's welcome music producer Chris Moophs Lopez. Hello, Moophs. Chris, whatever you prefer.
Hi, Chris. Thanks
Welcome
for
to the
coming.
Daily Dish.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we want, since you're a guest, we want you to serve us the dishes coming out of your BINI experience and how you put these things together.
Sure.
So how long have you been working with BINI?
Almost 3 years now. And I should say that I produced a couple tracks for them, but they work with a lot of really talented producers. They attract a lot of really great talent in songwriting and production. So I'm blessed to be able to interact with these people as well and help get their productions done.
How did you start working with BINI? Did they reach out to you or did you reach out to them?
Well, I already worked for ABS-CBN's record label, the music division. I was running a record label called Tarsier, which I founded. And then I moved to the international division and I started doing kind of A&R and music prod for the artists in that program, I guess.
Oh, cool. But, you know, it takes a lot of effort to produce an album. I mean,
Yeah.
And, of course, you know, you're packaging this group and all of that jazz. What's the process? Because I'm sure a lot of their fans ask, you know, you just don't plop the artists in front of the camera and say, okay, go forth and make the coin, right?
There's a lot. There's probably, when a song hits Spotify, it's probably sometimes as long as 2 years, you know, from inception before it actually comes out. Sometimes more.
24 months before it hits.
It varies. It's really a case.
time.
Sometimes it's 6, you know, if it's rushed. But there's a lot, especially with a group like BINI, because we really want to make sure that what comes out is the best of the best for them. So, you know, there's things that don't make the cut. There's so many revisions that happen. A lot of quality control.
Yeah,
How do you guys, I know, right, with all the BINI songs, their songs are so catchy.
They're very
Let me
catchy.
tell you. So how do you guys come up with that like uniqueness to make BINI stand out from other, I guess, not just full of P-pop artists, but from global artists nationwide?
Sure. I mean, I would have to say that a lot of that comes from the girls themselves. Like they're very special, dedicated, devoted, hardworking people. They're really nice. If you met them out of context, you'd never guess because they're so humble and unassuming. But they really inject the energy and the passion into it. And then the other side of it is working with just top-notch creators, songwriters and producers who are just on the cutting edge of what's hot right now. And it's kind of putting it all together. And there's also guess. There's risk, there's guesswork, there's chance, which makes it exciting.
But how does it work? Like, for example, do you put them in a camp and say, all right, kids, we're going to talk to you and we're going to be with you for like a whole month before, you know, you actually get into the song. Do you do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we've done a few songwriting camps, and that's a tried and true industry method where you get a bunch of artists and writers, usually songwriters and producers, and maybe some artists who also write together, and you just force them to work. Because artists, they get distracted, but if you just put them in one room and said, this is your only thing to do, and you just stay on top of them, they crank out songs.
Yeah, right. For example, like Mai Rodriguez, our co-host here, has an amazing voice.
Okay.
Mo as well. So I want them to go into your songwriting camp.
Wow,
Okay.
I want a song for her.
No, we need a song with you for the Daily Dish.
No, sweetie. You know what? I know how to edit my talents, and I'll be in the background just for you. I'll be your doo-wop person.
So, like, Chris, for example, if we're going to produce a song for us, you're doing it with us because we're a team.
I'm your doo-wop person.
Okay, so you can be a doo-wop. So how do we get started? Let's run the process through, like, we'll make a song for Daily Dish. From start to finish,
So the first thing you're going to do is make a demo, which is, it's a whole song with a singer, the writer usually, who's a singer, and then it's a complete song. It's not perfect, but it's enough to get the point across. And then you're gonna pitch that to the artist and their team. And if it gets picked up, then you start moving through the steps. You have to record it, and then you'll have to mix it, and then, you know, mastering. And then if you want to do spatial mastering, which is for Apple Music, it's a special thing where the audio, like if you have AirPods, you turn your head and it changes, right?
I did not realize that there's that element too. That's cool.
And all of that requires a special spatial engineer, and so and then everything has to be approved with everyone at every step. So it takes it takes a lot of time.
Like you said, like 24 months, right? Typically.
It can
Like,
be, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But okay, what makes BINI a unique group? Because that's P-pop, there's K-pop, there's J-pop, there's, I would say, A-pop, which is Asian
pop. Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah.
So what are the unique differences between each other?
I mean, so you're getting at something that I've spent a lot of time thinking about, and I think a lot of people have, is like, what is P-pop? You know, like if you say K-pop, sonically it's very clear what it is. I think P-pop, I think we're all still trying to figure it out, and I say all by like the whole industry, right? And I think groups like BINI and like SB19 are getting the closest probably, but I wouldn't say we've actually gotten the formula yet. If we do, I'll let you know. But
Wow, we'd like to hear
I
that.
know. Do we have a distinct sound for P-pop?
I mean, I think a lot of it comes, like Filipinos are amazing singers, and music I feel like is in our blood. I always say if you have a cocktail band anywhere in the world, 50% chance half of them are Filipino, right?
Yeah, but you know, which is true, because like for example, the Filipino, in my point of view, the brand of Filipino singing is got to do with beat it. I don't know if you know what that
Correct.
means,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, yeah. But when it comes to pop
Powerhouses.
songs, you don't get any of the.
Maybe not,
Right.
but I mean, and that's what it's kind of the art of mixing that, which Filipinos like, it is authentic to us, with sort of global pop, and it's a creative solution. So there's not one single answer; it's a case by case. But I think BINI does it well, and again, it comes back to the girls themselves. They're a huge part of what makes the group magic.
Where do you
obviously.
see P-pop, I guess, in terms of trajectory in the global stage?
She wants to be part of this.
I was like, this is my audition for BINI. I'm just joking.
We'll follow you. But, no, it's like I hope that we're the next global export from Asia, entertainment-wise. If you look at what the Koreans did, they had K-pop, and then they followed with K-drama. You know, music is the easiest, and then you come in with the other mediums. So hopefully we can do the same thing. And I think BINI, groups like BINI, SB19, BGYO, they're poised to do that.
Right, but then of course there's certain subjects or themes that you put into your songs.
Right.
You know, your audience has to resonate
Correct.
to that.
It's got to be authentic.
Yeah,
right?
because Filipinos, if you notice, we like number one, heartbreak.
Yep.
We like
Very
pain.
true.
Yep.
Anything that can make you cry is a true winner.
They want to feel. Yeah.
Yeah, so
fair.
we're actually very sappy in that aspect. I mean, I love it because I went to a hospital lobby one time in Quezon City.
Yeah.
And they were playing the sappiest songs, and I was like, "Yes, let's get into it."
Yeah.
So how do you like remove that sappy bit and turn it into a hit?
Well, there's a lot of people paying attention, first of all. So it's not just, and there's a push and pull with every song. There's, people will say, we want this, and that creates the best product. That's healthy. So there's a little bit of the sappiness there, which I think is good and authentic, but then there's, some global pop sensibilities as well, and it meets in the middle.
I want to know what's the most memorable, maybe funniest moment you've had with the girls in
This
the
is what the
studio.
fans want to hear.
Yes.
This is what
Yeah.
Or any weird quirks that they have before they do a song, like a
We want the
recording.
juice.
Yeah, tell us the
tea.
tea.
So the most time I spend with them is when we're recording the songs, because I record them, and I think the most fun that gets had in the studio is when they're doing gang vocals, which is that's like when everybody's there. It's a
sounds
whole
violent.
group at
I know
once.
it's like gang vocals.
Gang
Okay, noted.
It's a lot less violent than it sounds. Well, sometimes it gets exciting in there, but that's when there's all 8 girls in the booth, and it's like a shouted part. So like let's go, and it's got to have, you
Energy.
you get a million takes of that. And that's when their sort of the BINI chaos comes out. And sometimes I'll just let it run, and we'll get some of that stuff, and we'll throw it in as an Easter egg or something.
And how long does it take to record? I mean, these people, you are all tired, I'm sure.
They work really hard. I've fallen asleep between takes before.
Oh,
because
wow.
it's as a recording engineer, you have to be on it the entire day. You're the one person who can't stop,
Right.
has no break. Usually about 2 to 3 days to record a song.
Do you sing as well?
No, I should not.
You
I
shouldn't,
can-
because
I
I'm
used-
going to ask you about Out of My Head and Joy to the World.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the fans would like to hear a few lines, I'm sure.
That's probably best that I'm a guitarist. That's my thing. That's what my contribution. I'm not.
Yeah.
I used to sing backup vocals in a band I was in.
Oh,
That's
there
You
you
it.
go.
see, you can
See,
sing.
do
That's about
sing.
Joy to the World, bud. A few lines.
I better not.
Yes,
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Well, but how was your process like creating those two songs? How did it all start? What was your inspiration?
So out of my head was a demo originally from this amazing songwriter. Her name is Sab, and she gave me the demo, and I worked it up into the song. You know, so it's usually a collaboration between a producer or producers, and then a songwriter or songwriters. A lot of the songs we have, they're 4 people. It's like 2 and 2. Okay. That one was just me and her. And then when the girls get in the studio, they add their own twists. I should add their vocal coach, Anna, is instrumental. Like, she does the arrangements, she helps them, she helps me with notes afterward. She really helps shape the group creatively and singing wise.
Because you know, the fans of BINI are just like intense, I gotta say, because they love their BINI.
The Blooms?
The Blooms,
Yes.
that's what they're called, the Blooms. Do they recognize you as well? They're like, oh, there's Kuya Chris, or...
It's happened a couple times at their shows. I was hearing someone yell, Moophs, but mostly not. I'm behind the scenes, and I prefer that. But I'm glad you mentioned Blooms, because that's actually a huge part of why BINI is so explosive, is the power of their fan base. Their fans are really one of the best fan bases in the world. And they carry the girls to new heights. So
I totally agree. Like, Filipino fans, not just for P-pop, but like a lot of artists internationally, right? Like M2M and all of them.
Yeah.
They love coming here because we sing in tune with them, or we just literally, we do the whole concert, the artist will
we
stop.
just sing because anywhere, any time of day,
Anytime,
somebody's
anywhere.
busting out singing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not Filipino that way.
You and I
am
miss
not
that gene.
talented with a voice, right?
Me too.
But do you also produce other artists, shows, and stuff like that? Anything of note?
yeah, I mean, I produced for Maki's and one of the other artists we're working with. I've done songs for BGYO. I also worked with Drag Race Philippines.
Oh,
Tell us about that.
nice.
So my wife is my boss. She hires me.
Of course she is.
How cute, keep it in the
Yeah, state
family.
the obvious. But she's my actual boss in that sense, and she's gotten me to do the music, the original music for the last 4 seasons, I guess, including this one. And then there's a project coming out. It was just announced, so I can say it's called Reina, and it's a drag pop supergroup. And I spent a lot of this year working on that.
Wow.
When is it
Are
coming
you allowed to
out?
tell us
This
who's
week.
who's in the group?
Yeah, they already announced it.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
cool.
the
Who are they?
3 winners from the last 3 seasons.
Which ones?
So that's
Exciting.
Precious Paula, Captivating Cat Cat, Maxi Andreessen, and then Marina Summers.
Interesting. Do you know how to Vogue?
I don't.
We just learned that
Do
the
you want
other
to teach
day.
him?
They made
No,
me
you
do
can
a
teach him
TikTok.
first. Oh, what TikTok did they make you do?
They after we were finished recording, I don't know. They had me do this TikTok, and it was, I think I bombed it. So
Don't worry, Mo will make you do TikTok
We always
later.
do TikToks here. We're trying to up our TikTok game. That's
We
where
try
it's
to be as
at.
professional as possible, but it does not work, okay?
Yeah, I feel that.
Our naughty side always comes out when it comes to us. But okay, as a producer, how do you strike a balance between creative instincts and the artist's own vision? Of course, in the beginning, they're like, okay, Sir Chris, we're listening to everything. And then all of a sudden, they're like, maybe
want
I've
this.
got, I
Yeah.
want to do this. How do you strike
which
a balance?
which honestly is healthy, I think, and in business that you have opposing forces and it creates the best product, right? Because if there's all one way, then you're missing a perspective. So it's the same with art, I think. And then you just do however much you can in the timeline you have.
Cool.
You know, the less time you have before release, the less time you have for revisions and back and forth. You just do what you can.
Well,
Okay.
Chris, hold that thought because we have more stuff coming from you. We might get you to sing later, you know, or maybe play the guitar, but you'll just be surprised. Anyway, guys, music producer Chris Moophs Lopez will still be with us after the break, so stay tuned. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. Our guest today, music producer Chris Moophs Lopez, is answering questions.
I thought he was going to ask us a question.
You can ask us. We don't mind.
No, I'm just kidding. Let's not expose us like that.
Yeah, we don't mind a recording contract.
Okay,
It's going to be
noted.
called the Bilyonaryo. We're going to
What
call
should
it
what should it be called?
the Bilyonaryo Music Star.
That's so long. It has to be quick like
Something
BINI.
like B-tunes or something.
Yeah,
There we go.
Bilyonaryo Music.
See, actually, I want to know, how do you guys come up up with like the names of the bands of the P-pop groups?
I think that was Direct Lauren who came up with BINI.
BINI. What does it stand for? Do you know?
I mean, Beanie Beanie, right? But it's a
like
contraction of
Beanie
that.
Philippines.
He said he just woke up one day and it was like, that's it.
What would you name our P-pop group? My, Mo, and myself. So it can be Eminem's Fur. Emma First.
Something like that. Something catchy.
He's trying to be so nice and then
B-tricks.
first.
B-tunes.
All right, what
B-tunes.
challenges do you
Cute.
face when trying to innovate the music? Because this is also a tool for you to educate people.
Right. It's a matter of, for me, staying current with what's evolving pop trends, but then also not listening to that and listening to your inner voice. If you've been doing it for a long time, then you should be keyed in on that. And it's just a combination of the two. It's always a case by case with every song. They say some songs, they just appear. Like you'll be in the shower and you just, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, something pops in your head. It's almost like,
and that's when questions for the
Existential
upcoming
questions.
shows actually
Okay.
come. I'm serious.
That
like
is your
when-
song. That's your song.
That's why I don't sing, buddy. I
Well,
ask
for me, I
questions
only
when-
sing in the shower, so
There you
that's
go.
when I sing. So
That's not
it.
true. She sings before we
don't.
go
She
on air.
I just lip sync. That's it.
She does.
I heard it when I was outside the studio.
Wait,
No,
I was
she
sleeping.
sings.
That wasn't me. That was the ghost of the.
Yeah, she
It sounded good, whoever it
Yeah,
was.
she cracks out her
My Britney
your
persona.
Britney, yeah.
Gotta do
Anyway,
it.
Chris, what's the most rewarding part of being in the industry for you?
It's being able to do what I love for most of the hours that I spend working. You know, to me that's success as opposed to, I'd worked other jobs where I've earned more, but for me, success is as long as you're making enough to like support my kids and my family and I'm happy with what I'm doing with my time here, then I'm good.
Do you think there's a deficit of Filipino music producers?
Producers, I would say yes. Singers and songwriters, no, but
We're everywhere, yeah?
yeah, that's something I noticed when I first moved here, and I was like, oh, this is an opportunity, right? But now I have to say in the 10, 11, almost 12 years I've been here, there's a lot more production talent now. Like the things I get in, the demos I get, I'm blown away.
Do you think we can be an epicenter of music production in Southeast Asia?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's more like the talent has always been here. It's more because half of production is technical, right? And that's maybe where we were catching up, but we definitely are. And the tools now available to music producers make it easier
Right.
to get it done. So yeah, it's a combination of those things. I think we're in a good place.
All
Now,
right,
my
Blooms.
last question.
Oh, sorry,
we have one more question
Go for
before
it,
we
go for
start
it.
our fun game. What's your advice to those who want to be in the production industry like you, whether that be in music or anywhere, or who wants to be, maybe I guess this is a two-parter, or who wants to be in a girl group or a boy group?
Or both.
I would say number
Yeah.
one, be ready. It's a very tough industry to break into, so you have to keep trying. But that said, the cream always rises to the top. So if you're meant to be there, after enough failures, it'll happen. Just keep going.
Love it.
All right, you Blooms and Closet Blooms.
Closet
we're
Blooms.
gonna ask Chris Lopez a few questions. Are you ready for
We're just
this?
gonna play rapid fire.
Okay,
so it's
let's
just
go.
this or
We
that.
love this because it entertains us a lot.
I know.
I don't know if our viewers like it, but we
I don't
get
know,
a
but we
kick out
love
of
it. This is our favorite.
All right, you first.
Me first.
Yeah.
Okay. First song you ever produced.
Gosh, it was I think called Rain Dance on a 2014 Star Music compilation. That's the first one I did here as Moophs.
Ooh, nice.
What about your funniest studio moment with the Beanies?
It's either like I mentioned when we're doing gang vocals and they're just having fun, or when Aya brings Honey in, because then I have a companion in the booth in the control
Honey?
room. It's her dog. It's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is she a famous Beanie dog?
Yes. Yeah. Look
She's
at.
a blumette.
She's a
Yeah.
blue man. She probably has more followers than I do.
Most likely.
She has very chill energy in the studio.
I love
okay.
it. Oh, she brings the calm. Okay, vinyl, CD, or streaming?
I mean, for work I have to say streaming, but I had CDs growing up, so maybe that as an audiophile, I guess. Yeah.
Favorite music genre aside from pop?
Oh gosh, I can't. It's probably a mixture of hip hop, alt rock, and dance or electronic music.
Who's
Those
your
are my-
favorite artist? Maybe
Ever?
current. Ever and current. There we go.
That's really tough. Some of my favorite artists in the past have been Muse, Elton John, Incubus.
Oh my.
Love
It's-
Incubus.
Yeah.
It's very
very
diverse.
Jack
I
Harlow
would
is
say
really
that, yeah.
cool. Yeah, I try to stay diverse. It helps.
Okay, oh, me. Studio snack of your choice and drink.
Coffee.
To
Gotta
keep
stay awake.
awake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
it's
coffee.
the caffeine.
Coffee is life. That's like all
Yep.
of us.
Song that always gets stuck in your head.
Anything by our beloved ABS artists. I can't think of one. It's usually whatever I'm working on at the moment. That's what gets stuck in my head.
You have LSS, that's why.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, right?
Right,
It should
it
happen.
is.
If it's a,
And don't worry, once Bilyonaryo music gets going,
This could be your
you're gonna-
favorite one
waiting.
too.
I'll be waiting for your debut.
Okay, artists you'd love to collaborate with internationally, apart from us.
Apart from us, yeah.
Gosh. I mean, I just mentioned Jack Harlow. He would, because I was just listening to him on the way over. That would be amazing. Someone like that, a really like a good rapper, would be
That'd be
pretty cool.
so sick.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Actually, I would love to hear like a Filipino rapper.
Yeah.
rise. I feel like we have a
There's
lot
a
now,
lot.
but no, I know,
There
but I'm
are.
saying we need more. Like I love Easy Mill.
Easy, I was just gonna say, he's
so
got signed
sick.
by Eminem, which is
I
insane.
know
you
their collabs are amazing. Sorry, we're digressing. Anyway,
No, I just lost. That was just Greek to me right there. All right, morning person or night person in the studio?
Definitely night, because there's nobody awake to bother you, so you can get a momentum going.
true.
You should tell that to Mo. Yeah, anyway.
I'm a night person too, guys. Okay, music production tool you can't live without.
I mean, my computer, the DAW I use, Reaper, my UAD outboard card, I guess.
I don't know why we asked this. We don't even
I know,
know what he's
but
talking
it's like
about.
totally
I'm
Greek
like,
to me.
what?
What's happening
Okay,
here?
sure.
Childhood musical memory.
My dad always played guitar from one of my earliest memories. That's why I started playing, and that's why I got into music, and ultimately why I'm doing it professionally. So probably him.
Is dad and mom are both Filipinos?
Just my dad.
Just dad. Was he born here?
He was born here, yeah.
So does he have any Filipino favorite songs that's stuck in your head?
Does he have any? Or does he?
No, have you ever heard of some Filipino music growing up in the house that's still stuck in your head up to now?
He didn't listen to so much opium growing up. He listened to a lot of jazz. That
Oh,
was really
nice.
his thing. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so for our blooms out there, Chris is actually from San Mateo, California. So we're going to ask, who is the true king of West Coast rap?
Oh gosh,
mean-
here we go.
Tupac.
Hey.
Gotta be Tupac. All right. I mean, I think that's the safest answer.
All right,
Pretty
who's your
safe.
favorite Golden State Warrior?
Wait, let me guess. Obviously, is Chef Steph Curry.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, same. That's my boy too, Chef
I mean,
Curry.
No,
Honorable
she
mentions
was
Clay and
trying to
Draymond.
pressure you and saying his name.
No, his jersey's on my wall.
Oh,
It's not-
see?
Yeah,
Really?
it's,
Yeah, I was like, I already have feeling.
That's an easy one.
It's an easy one,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're a Golden State fan, it's Steph. He's been there from the beginning till now, so.
It's one of the greatest shooters of all time.
She really wanted to slip that in there.
Sorry, I love Steph. I'm literally his biggest fan. And
All
he
right.
grew up in North Carolina too.
That's true.
Like me.
Yeah. Okay.
So just saying, sorry.
So,
Naging
by the
segment ko to.
folks, so you know what? Mo
Sorry.
and Steph Curry are very close.
You must be an amazing shooter.
No, not. Anyway, okay. Go. Oh wait, it's me.
Dream stage
There you
to have BINI on.
Dream stage to have BINI on.
Yeah.
What's the biggest stage in the world? Whatever
Is
that
it
one
Wembley
is.
Stadium?
Yeah.
What do you
Although I
say,
think
Wembley?
they did that already.
They already did?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They did it
I
in
did
Wembley?
not know that. I did
I
not know
might be
that.
eating my foot here.
Can somebody Google if
Yeah.
BINI's
Please
been in
check that.
Wembley? Can we
Because
double check that?
Because that would be super. Okay,
How
if
did I
you're
not
in
know that?
Wembley as a
Yeah.
Filipino artist and you've already made it to Wembley, that's just like.
I
Right.
think they did. I mean, I wasn't there personally, but they did tour earlier this year. You're gonna have to check me
Yeah,
on
we're
that.
fact checking now.
I'm
Yeah,
more
because-
focused on the recorded music. That's my
Yeah,
bag.
Because
so.
based on my limited knowledge about music, it was the group that actually made it furthest was in Madison Square Garden, which is Apple Hiking Society.
Oh.
Was it Madison Square
I
Garden?
know BINI did Madison Square
They already
Garden.
did?
in
Ah, there you
So
go.
they're-
In their last tour.
The
Slowly
Bloom
but
Tour
surely.
Bloom in Madison
Yeah,
Square.
but Claire's checking for us if they've done Wembley.
Yes, please fact
They've
check.
done Wembley.
No, if they've no, she's
If.
checking.
Oh,
if
she's
they've done.
checking.
Don't
All
get.
right.
Oh, they have.
Yes?
They did.
Okay.
They've
Oh,
done
they've
Wembley.
done
Fact check
Wembley.
passed.
Oh wow!
That is
what
insane.
year was this? That's
This year.
amazing.
This year.
Really?
The
Yeah.
Blooms are like commenting. They're like, "How did you guys not know that?" Sorry. Oh,
May
just
this year. Wow.
Oh,
all right. I gotta
wow.
say kudos, BINI.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing. Okay.
OMG. Okay. So if you weren't a producer, Chris, you'd be a.
Gosh. A dad? Well, I already am a dad. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to think
I can
about
answer
that.
you that. I can answer
Okay.
that question for you. You would be a teleserye super actor here in the Philippines because of your looks.
My Lord.
Then you're like, see Chris Lopez in his most,
You already have your manager / caster, Ferdi Salvador.
you produce music, I produce your fortune.
Okay.
All right, one word that would describe Moophs.
And this is our last one.
One word?
So make it good.
Persistent?
Do you need that in the industry?
Yeah, you have to be very. Anyone doing music professionally at this point is very hard-headed, because you have to fail 100 times for your first success.
But how is that though? If you guys are all hard-headed, how is that working together? If you guys are like
it is what it
insisting,
is,
my way or the highway.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. But then you figure out how to work together, and there's mutual respect. And it's fun. I'm blessed. I'm so happy to be doing what I'm doing and working with a group like BINI.
And I can tell, like, he literally doesn't know what he wants to be outside of
I'm
him
telling
now.
you,
Like
he's going to be a
no
teleserye,
plan B.
like blockbuster actor.
And we have a new artista coming up. We
Yeah.
not only founded that here at BNC, literally
All right.
we founded an artista and a new group.
Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank
Moophs.
you
for
Super
having me. I think it was
interesting.
lovely.
At least the Blooms know where their music comes from.
Yeah.